So this is a very, very bad look for the police. It's a very, very bad look for authorities. It's a very, very bad look for the system, in air quotes, really. And it certainly removes all sorts of trust and confidence and whatever hope the average normal person has for any sort of institution. Here is essentially what happened, and here's what I'm referring to. Some guy was sitting outside at a cafeteria dining with his daughter. A seagull appears out of nowhere. And if you've seen seagulls, if you know how they behave, you know that they can be very, very aggressive, right? They're not shy. They're actually they're very, very sleazy. And they're also very, very cunning. And they also like to steal your food. Trust me, I know what that's like. So, this man is sitting here, his daughter is sitting right in front of him or close by him, whatever, and they're having a nice dinner. A seagull appears out of nowhere and tries to steal a French fry from the man's daughter. And so what does this guy do? He actually manages to grab a hold of the seagull and he decapitates it. He rips its head off in front of horrified witnesses. And so he actually receives a jail sentence. I think it was 7 months. 7 months in prison for decapitating a seagull who wanted to steal his daughter's French fry. If you ask me, that's insane. What sort of a ridiculous way of using the police are we actually even doing here? Why aren't the police outside chasing criminals, preventing rapes, preventing terrorism from happening, etc., instead of persecuting and chasing after somebody who just wanted to defend his daughter's food from a wild animal? Because let me tell you, a seagull is a seagull. It's a wild animal. Now, does that mean that I'm in favor of decapitating seagulls with your bare hands in front of other people? No, it doesn't. And quite likely I wouldn't have decapitated the animal. But I surely would have grabbed it and probably just tossed it away. Or whatever. But here's the point. The point is, it's a wild animal. And the last time I checked, it doesn't say in the law, and it shouldn't say in the law either, that it is against the law to kill an innocent animal. Because animals are animals. They're not humans. And as far as I know, there is no hunting season of seagulls. There are no restrictions as in that regard either, and they're surely not on on the brink of extinction. If anything, they're the opposite, because they're everywhere, especially now that there's spring. So, what's this doing in terms of persuasion when it comes to help maintaining the trust and building the trust of authorities, of the police, and of institutions, and of the state as a whole? Well, it kind of does the opposite of that. It makes everybody question the real priorities of the police. Think about it. Now, this happened in the UK, by the way. The UK, as of late, has a history of jailing people who write controversial stuff online, especially in social media. There's lots and lots of crime going on. To my knowledge, there's lots and lots of unregulated immigration going on. And now this. People going to jail for killing a bird. Come on. Have you lost your marbles, the UK police? Honestly? Seriously? This is so dumb I can't even comprehend it. And furthermore, I can't even believe that there's a dedicated task force, which there probably is, of the police dedicated to quote-unquote animal cruelty. Because it's just dumb. Because that task force, let me tell you something, that task force should be completely dismantled and put down, eradicated, and instead those officers should be dedicating their times to chasing criminals, persecuting rapists, preventing murders, help controlling the immigration, etc., etc. Actually protecting the people, protecting the innocents. Making it safe for people to walk again at night, not making it safe for seagulls to steal somebody's food. Think about that. Think about what that does in terms of persuasion and so on. And so, that'll be the rant of today. If you want to learn more about persuasion and sales, then get subscribed to my email list. The link to do so is in the episode description wherever you're watching and or listening to this, and I'll see you there.